What is up, my little Danos? Webs here, your coach of the Helsinki Atregas, and we are here for the Week 3 battle for the PPL Season 5 when I go up against Dietite. Somebody that I've started to get more familiar with having to play in Generation 9 after that we haven't played for a long time. And both of us are being twins with our Tera captains, because both of us have Tera Ghost here. Outside of that he brings the Iron Hands, the Ting Lu, Bundle, and Screamtail. So the main thing that I don't see is the pets around, which I thought had a good chance to come as a Urshifu answer, but he opted not to do that. As of my lead options, I was thinking leading potentially with my Gliscor or Yuxi. He has double Tera Ghost, so Yuxi is kinda scary to lead with in case he leads with the Ceruledge. So I think I'll lead with my Gliscor instead of my Yuxi. And give myself opportunity to be having that in front of the Ceruledge. Because I'm worried about like choice banded lead from Ceruledge, like turn into Tera Ghost and start poltergeisting. So I'm gonna just lead with a mod that I'm like, I guess most willing to let go at that point. I wanna guard my Yuxi because it can be valuable for the Iron Hands as well. But good luck and have fun to Dietite, and we'll see how this goes. We see the Iron Crown as a lead instead. Okay. I don't know if this is like weakness policy by chance. I could just lead with the Gliscor and try to get up a spike. That's kind of what I needed for here, to be honest. I think I'll get up a spike and we'll see how much the damage will be doing. He leads up with this and Tera Ghost right away, so this could be a weakness policy set for all I know. I do have Yan on Yuxi, so as long as it's not substitute I can cover that a little bit. But for now I'll just get up a spike and we'll see what he does. He goes for the cutter, which will be doing a lot. It left me at, let's see my HP before the healing goes. That could be specs. But I'm not like max BDF or anything. I have 44 HP. So let's see. I was at 44 HP. Does that mean that you're specs? That makes me think that you are specs. You're most definitely specs. Okay, so choice specs on the crown. Which, like, yeah, to be honest, versus my team is kind of fair. I don't have a lot of great ways to deal with that. I could try to go into my Moth, but while it's Tera Ghost, it's gonna be, you know, not be weak to me per se until I Terralize. So I might honestly just stay in and get a free swapping afterwards. So I'll just go for a knockoff. Okay. But here, to be honest, I could go into my Moth and go for a Toxic, I think. Because that covers him staying in, and I don't have to Terralize. I think we just do that. We go into Iron Moth. Yeah, Cutter won't do a lot to me, and I have Morning Sun. I'm pretty confident you had to be specs. So I'll just go for a Toxic and wear that Ting Lu down that way. There comes Beast, which is the Ting Lu. If we see leftovers, then I would think that it doesn't have like rest on it, which I would like to see. Toxic will go off, that's 100% accurate because we are poison type. Okay. It could be Chestoberry. So that would be a little annoying. I have the opportunity to go hard into my Shifu on this turn and try to get a Searching Strike off. I don't hate that. I'm gonna go hard into Shifu and go for a Bandit hit. If the Screaming Tail is not Rocky Helmet, then we are doing a lot of, like, we are gonna get a lot of value out of this. The Ruination does go off, but he misses. I am sorry for that. But it does help me quite a bit. So here, I think we just press strikes here. I'm not gonna play around too much about the fact that he could be having a Rocky Helmet there. For now, I just wanna press the Bandit hit. I would imagine the Scream Intel is the response. Don't recognize the nickname. Yeah, it's the Scream Tail. Do we see Heavy Duty Boots? We don't see Heavy Duty Boots, so it could be Rocky Helmet, which would be annoying. Let's see. It is Rocky Helmet, okay. I mean, weakening this down is still pretty good, because it's gonna be very low. The only way this would be really annoying, to be honest, is that if he has Wish and Protect. But I think for now I just go into my Yuxi. I have the opportunity to go for a knockoff. I can also get up my Stealth Rocks. The Shifu is still valuable to have around, so I definitely don't want to let it go like that. Dash and Gleam does go off. Here, to be honest, I just want to go for a raw knockoff, because if he goes for a Wish, I at least got rid of its Rocky Helmet. So I'm gonna do just that. It does go for a Wish. So now it would have to, like, get that Wish off to itself. You see, I guess by staying it might be able to do. Here I have opportunity to go for a Yawn, which would cover like him staying in or swapping out into anything. I could also get up my Stealth Rocks, because if this is preserved for whatever reason, it should be dead after. There's a solid opportunity, there's a solid chance that I have to sack something if the crown is coming in, so part of me kinda wants to say that go for a Yawn first. Oh, he does go for an Encore, okay. So I guess at that point it didn't really matter too much. Okay, so he's able to get that Wish back, which is annoying. So it's Gleam and Encore and Wish. So now it's able to go for another Wish again. I think my only way pressuring this is Iron Maw, so I kind of have to go for it. I hope that he's not Thunderwave, but he withdraws. That's gonna be... Okay, it's the bundle, which is Heavy Duty Boots. It is Heavy Duty Boots. If I Terralize you, I lose a pretty good resistance to Crown's Steel Stab, but if I Terralize, it also means I'm able to stay in. But the issue is that if I withdraw into my Confei, it would allow him to go into something like Zerolets and force a kill right away. Whereas the Tinglu doesn't really do that right away, per se, into me. So I may actually opt to Terralize here and just go for a Fiery Dance. This is mainly to cover just him not giving the free momentum when he's going for a U. He's probably U-turn because I have Lapras on my roster. But also, like, in case he would stay in and go for attack, as he does, I'd rather get this damage off on it. Because it puts him in a range of my priority after. Oh my god, that is so much. Yeah, that's basically in a range of priority already. So now I'm gonna withdraw. I don't think based on the boost that I got, he cannot really play around with this. Other than like swapping it into Tinglu might be something he could do. But this thing is pretty low now. I can put this like around 15%. Scream Tera is probably around 65%. So he may have just stayed and gone for another attack here, to be honest. We see Ice Beam coming off, which we take just fine. I don't hate the idea of just going for a Training Kiss here. I could also just go for a knockoff as well. That could be scary if the Cerulets would be weakness policy, but I do have Aqua Jet. It's really just Scream Tail that probably could... I was just Training Kiss. Okay, he does withdraw. Hates. Knocking off there would have been really nice. Okay, but it's heavy duty boots. Yeah, knocking off there would have been really good though. Yeah, I don't really switching to this guy too well. Yeah, that's kind of the issue right now. But if he goes for like a Sword Dance and I proc a weak armor, I could lose here. So I don't think I can go for knockoff now, per se. It's just a matter of who am I willing to let go. I could go for Synthesis to scout. If he goes for SD, I can encore it. I think that's the best way I can go about this. I'll just go for Synthesis now. Shadow Claw, okay. Yeah, that won't be doing a whole lot. Well, I say a whole lot, it's doing under half. Basically, I can force a kill once I get my Urshifu in. But getting it in right now is a little annoying. Maybe I just go into Yuxi, I have a Citrus Berry, it's not Poltergeist. I'm pretty physically defensive on this. Shadow Claw comes again. Yeah, with the Citrus, I wanna say we live. And then, in case I would live, what would I wanna do? I probably wanna just get up rocks. Like, I have Shifu to always revenge this, and you're not like... You're not able to Terralize anymore. Goes for Shadow Claw again, we do live. I wanna get up those rocks there. And now, in case you would set up, I just press you on. But I would imagine you're just gonna kill me here. Yeah, there comes the Sneak. So Shadow Claw and Sneak have been revealed, which I guess is not too surprising. I think we just go into Shifu, try to get a kill here, which we should be able to do. With these hazards being up as well, we press Searching Strikes. He could honestly preserve this, he has a lot of reasons to do so. So we are gonna see probably either Scream Tail or Bundle Sack. That's the Scream Tail, so it should definitely die to these hits. Okay, so we get a kill. There is still... I need more damage on, like, Iron Hands, and then... Meowscarada still has a decent chance here. Because we have Sucker Punch for the bundle, so as long as bundle doesn't have, like, Encore or Taunt to play around that... Meowscarada is looking decent. After that, I definitely need a lot of damage on Hands. Which I guess this Pokemon is the best to be able to force that. So I think following turn I will try to preserve this no matter what. Yeah, there comes the Crown, which will force a sack unfortunately. Who is my best option for that? It's either Moth or it's Confey. I'm leaning towards Confey because it doesn't have a lot of offensive pressure here. Moth can at least do something still here. Well, I guess the Tinglo would be annoying for it to deal with still. It's between you two. I'll say it's Conway, so I have another mon that outpaces this crown as well. Unfortunately, Conway will go down. Yeah, there comes the Karu, that will definitely kill us. So, what's the hardest mon for him to switching to that I can bring here? Is it the Moth or is it the Meowscrata? Meowscrata can give me at least a chance to pivot around this. Outside of that, it might just be Moth. I'll say it's Moth for now, and I'm gonna hope that the Tinglu doesn't have payback or something. And actually, can I Morning Sun this turn? Can this even kill me if I'm Tera Ghost if I'm at full? I would be able to live the hit, so I could go for Morning Sun expecting the swap. It could be really annoying if he swaps into the bundle first and would have the Encore, but for now I'm gonna try to expect the Tinglu to come in. Yeah, there's the Beast, which will be taking all of these hazards. This gives me opportunity to either go hard into Meowscrata or I go hard into Urshifu. In case you were to be rest, I wanna say like Resto Chesto, I feel like the better aggressive play is to go into my Shifu. But if he were to make a double to cover that, then it could be really annoying. The other option is to go into Meowscrata. Does Meowscrata's full health matter as much? I don't think it should. I'm gonna go to Meowscrata, covering him making a double, but I think he's a stayed in. He does go for Ruination. But Meowscrata's like health shouldn't matter as much here. I have the opportunity to go for U-turn, which should finish this off. Does that allow me anything? It allows me to position myself better into Cerulets, I think, as well as the hands. So I'm gonna say U-turn is the play here. It should in all turns and purposes kill this. We go for the U-turn. Yeah, it does kill the Tinglu. So that puts me in a position that I think only Iron Moth should come in here afterwards, because it can at least take a hit from the... It can take a hit from Bundle. It can take a hit from Crown. Cerulets, if he goes for Shadow Claw, would kill me, but Shadow Sneak shouldn't, I wanna say. And Iron Hands, I would at least force the damage that I need. Hates comes out. So now I'm gonna say that I should live this, but I guess I should call it, right? Sneak. Yeah, does 65. Yeah, it shouldn't kill me. That's really the only way out of this. I need to like try to go for the kill here with Tera Blast, which this should hopefully do. It doesn't kill it, so it's probably gonna go for Shadow Claw, yeah. And that will kill me. Okay, but Cerulets is now low. Which now alternatively gives me the play to go into, I guess, Meowscrata, but it would allow the hands to come in, so it's really gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be checkmate for the most part, isn't it? Does U-turn kill this? U-turn would do like 10. Well, it might not kill from that range because it has a lot of HP. I think my way out of this is him choking on not me having Sucker Punch, so I can get rid of the bundle so Shifu could do something. Is it? It probably, yeah, it's probably Meowscrata here. What typing do I want to turn into? It might still be dark typing, so I have a stab to hit the crown. Yeah. I think I'll end up losing to the Iron Hands once it comes out, because it's still too high health. But I guess in case, like, sake of differential, I'm gonna hope that he goes into bundle first, but I feel like his safe play is the hands. If I had to guess. I think I can force like a 2-0 loss here. Maybe. That's probably the hands, isn't it? Yeah, that's the hands. At least it's taking the hazard chip, so that might help me getting the differential down. We just go for the flower trick for any kind of chip that we can get. Which is not gonna be a lot of chip, but hey. Drain Punch might give it back anyways. Yeah, this is gonna be a 2-0 loss. At best. Depending on, of course, like if I don't kill this hands with my Shifu, I might be overestimating how much I am doing to it. It might be a 3-0 loss for all I know. Which I'm kinda okay by. I didn't have the most time to really prepare for this one. But it does put me more pressure on myself to do better in my remaining games. But yeah, we're gonna just Searching Strike. Hopefully it does kill. I don't think that's gonna kill. It's Rocky Helmet too. Okay, it was just a Rocky Helmet as well, which makes sense. Well, it was a tough matchup regardless. This was a kind of like a matchup similar to versus Addison that I feel like I had to play through it first. Like in a case that it was in the back-to-back weeks, and then if I do have to rematch them, hopefully by then with more time spent on the prep and having better feeling of the matchup in itself now playing them, I will have better opportunity to beat them in a rematch. But good game to Jay, aka Diet Tight. He definitely deserved the win for my behalf. It was the early game that was a little tough to get through his stuff. And I don't think the hazard stacking plan ended up like working as well as I thought it would have had. It was something that I think Yahoo mentioned to me. That he looked at first glance that would be a good approach. And like, I guess if I got the rocks earlier up and if I managed to like... I think the key turn of me not knocking off the Cerulets on coming in would have been annoying. Like in a long term it could have helped me a lot. But I was worried about like weak armor plus into Sword Dance sweeping me. But I did have Aqua Jet in the back. So like in a hindsight, if there's a play that considering everything else that happened, maybe that was like one key turn that I could have gotten better. But regardless, that's gonna be the week 3 game. And week 4 I go up against Gunk, who I don't think I've ever played before, so I'm excited for that. Thank you for watching and I'm gonna see you guys later.